Okay, so make x subject to the formula here. Now, remember the objective is to get x equals, okay? Now, you're not going to be able to do that if it's wrapped up inside a bracket, okay? Like this. So, the best sort of approach to this is to get rid of that bracket, okay? Expand it. That's how you get rid of a bracket. You actually expand. So you look what's in front of it, and there's a 4 here. So we're gonna multiply through them by that 4, okay? Because that's what the bracket is there. The purpose of that bracket is to show that whatever's inside, everything inside here, has to be multiplied by that 4, okay? Let's do that first, and then it'll sort of free up x a little bit more. It won't be sort of wrapped up inside this bracket. So 4 times x is 4x, and then 4 times y is 4y equals to m, okay? And then we have a situation like we sort of had before. You know, this plus 4y here, sort of like it's unattached. Let's just take it over. Okay, it's on its own, take it over, and of course, because it's positive, it becomes a negative. So 4x is m take away 4y. And then to get x, of course, we've seen this now loads of times, because it's 4 times x. X will be m minus 4y. Divide the whole thing by that 4 there. Okay, and we've got x as the subject of the formula. Okay, so let's do this again. Think about the discussion we had before. X is wrapped up in this bracket, and we want to get x equals. So let's get rid of this bracket. Let's expand it. Okay. So 3 times x is 3x. Yeah, and then you got 3 times negative 5y. Well, 3 times 5 is 15, isn't it? So 3 times 5 is 15, but it's minus. So minus 15, and then the y. So 3 times negative 5y is negative 15y, equals to y plus 2. Okay? You probably can guess now what we're going to do next, yeah? Because we want to get x equals, so let's move this over. The minus 15y. Okay? So you get 3x is equal to y plus 2. Now minus 15y, when it goes over, becomes plus 15y. So 3x will equal to, well, you've got the y plus the 15y. We can put that together, can't we? And we get 16y plus 2. And then the last step then, because you've got 3 times x, take the 3 over and divide. And there you've got your x equals. You've made x the subject of the formula. Okay, lastly then, with this one. Now this one, you might think, goodness me, it looks completely different to what we've seen already. We've got a fraction here with x and w's on top here and x on the bottom here with a number. It's actually very straightforward and comparable to what we've just done in 1 and 2. Okay. First thing I would do here is appreciate that we've got a division here, haven't we? We're dividing this by this. So there's a way of sort of getting rid of this denominator, yeah? Okay, because you're dividing the whole side by x plus 3, take it over the other side, okay? Because you're dividing by it, when I take it over, I'm going to times by it. So I'll have 3x plus 8w left here. But this x plus 3 is going on a journey, because I'm dividing by it. I take it over, I'm going to end up timesing by that 5. So when you're timesing by that 5, let's bracket it up. Okay, like that. Okay, so we've got a situation now where we've got x in the bracket again, as we saw before, and we don't really want that, don't we? Okay, we've also got x here as well, which is quite interesting, isn't it? But because this x is contained in this bracket, let's expand that. Okay, so it's easy, isn't it? Because you're just timesing everything by 5. So 5 times x is 5x. 5 times 3 is 15. Okay, so you've got this. Now, you've got x terms on both sides. Alright, we can deal with that. Yeah, we can deal with that. Just get the x's together. Okay, now, one sort of trick you can do here, because the bigger x is on this side, it's 5x, so you could rewrite as we've done before. So 5x plus 15 equals 3x plus 8w. Write it the other way round. And then you can take this 3x over to get it together. with that 5x. So 5x, when I take that 3x over, it becomes a minus 3x. Okay, because it's positive 3x, take it over, it becomes a minus 3x. I've got 8w on this side. For that 15, let's take this over. Okay, so let's get the x's on one side and get everything else on the other side. So when I take that 15 over, it becomes a minus 15. 5x take away 3x is 2x. So 2x is 8w minus 15, which means then x will equal 2. Well, 8w take away 15, well, because it's 2x, 2 times x, take it over and divide. And there's your answer for x. X is equal to 8w minus 15 all over 2.